We need more chutes than that. How much does this weigh? Dry? This weighs 4 tons. So we don't need this many droves. We can just go with 2. And 2 of these. That'll be enough to bring everything back. 2 and 2. Okay. So I'm gonna fill this up because I don't care. It should be fine on the way up. So now it says 1899 at 1.8. It's more delta V with less fuel. That's not calculating something. Something's wrong there. Why is that not calculating correctly? Is it because this right here is set wrong? $18.99. Why is it doing that? That Linux, this is in vacuum. This shouldn't make any difference. The TWR should go down, but the delta V should be going up. Because if I watch, if I take this out of here, hold on. Let me do this real quick. If I empty this, okay, and then I took the same fuel tank and put it here, we have more delta V. It's not calculating it in Kerbal because I have it set to calculate in vacuum. So if I take the same fuel tank and put it here, it says we have 2800 delta V. But if I take this off and fill this up, it actually takes away delta V. That is a bug. Even though it's showing the fuel come through here. So we have 2800 delta V. Crossfeed's turned on. That's why the fuel's coming through. Yes, that's why the fuel's coming through. Otherwise, it wouldn't show the fuel coming through here, guys. So yeah, crossfeed's on. That's just a bug. So we have 2800 delta V. I just want to make sure all my stuff's covered. That's just a bug. So I'm gonna turn this back up to 10. In fact, I want this to drain first. So I'll do 20. Right? Because the higher the number, the more fuel priority. So it's gonna take from there first, and then take from here. So we'll take this and throw it out. What are we at weight-wise? We're at 14 tons. All right, 2700 delta V, 14 tons. We got 36 tons to work with. 1.8 TWR. That rocket's way too much. How much does it weigh? 1.75 tons. I can knock half of a ton off and use this rocket here. I still don't know how much delta V we have. I guess I could imagine. I'll just do this. 2614. So it's less delta V. It's less delta V with this rocket, probably because the ISP is higher than it is with that one. Okay. How much would it be with this one? 3184. But it won't be enough to get it out of atmosphere. But we do weigh 13 tons. It gives us an extra ton to work with. If that was the case, I should just turn that around. So let me think here for a sec. If I were to go with this one instead. No, I don't like that. God, I hate these tri-couplers. I hate trying to get this stuff to work when I don't want it to work that way. These passenger modules suck. Let's take this off. Let's try something else. Passenger modules, decouplers. Trying to make it all work. I could take this adapter. It's too big, isn't it? What is this? I mean, we could do that. That is something we very well could do. It's an adapter. And then from there, we can attach 2 of these. But we have to do it with struts. This is gonna look a little odd. It already looks odd, but it's gonna look a little more odd. Put these up. I want to leave a little bit of the frame there, that way I can grab it. Or at least try to grab it like that. Perfect. Bring it over and in. And then this is going to go here. I think I got to push those up a little bit more. So let me grab you, please. Bye, Linux. Have a good night, dude. Thanks for hanging out. Push these up. God, see, I don't like doing this. I don't like clipping this much if I can help it. Can I do this? I could. It's gonna look a little weird, but I think it's gonna function the way we want it to function. That clipping there is gonna be problematic for me. I kind of want to just do this because I'm gonna put a decoupler right there, and I don't want it to accidentally hit these and blow these up. That's too much. Put a decoupler here and call it done. Okay. It's fine. It's busy, but it's fine. Now I need fuel. So we got that. We got this. Fuel tank adapter. It still looks kind of rough, huh? It's okay though, I think. $28.04. We could transfer them from here down. We'll just take the pilot, transfer him over there for a second, bring the new guy in, transfer him down, put the pilot back, fly around. I'm not trying to crawl in there. So no, I'm not designing it for that rigid. I'm just conceding the fact it's going to be a weird fit. Only one way in and one way out, my friend. That looks a little better. 3,000 delta V. Up and back would be... take us about 1,600 or so. How much do we weigh? We're at 11.5 tons. Okay, so that's actually the smallest design we come up with. What if there's a fire? Then they're all dead. I'm pretty sure a fire is not going to happen. They're all going to die if there's a fire, Brainiac. I've conceded the fact that they're going to die in a fire. Oh, we have fairings now, too. Roasted Kerbals. I mean, if you're into that kind of thing, sure. I like this decoupler, but we're not going to be using it for anything. I think the fairing's going to add too much mass. I think we're better off just kind of winging in with this. I need a stage that can push it out into orbit. So we need like 3,000 delta V, which is probably going to be really, really hard to do, given what we have right here. I would just assume now that everybody's gonna die. That way, if they make it alive, we're positive. That way, if they do die, hey, at least you expected it, right? That way, there's no surprises. Do I have a control wheel in here? I don't. I might want a control wheel. 0.1 tons. Yeah, let's get one of those in here. It's always good to have one of those than to not have one of those. We're at 47 tons already. Oof. 2729. That's at sea level. Gives us 900 delta V to get into orbit, or less than that, 600 delta V. Oh man, this is cutting it so close. We're 1 ton heavy. That puts us under. Let's go with 1350 by 1600. Let's go 1380 by 1640. 49.9. We've got more liquid fuel than we do oxidizer. Maybe 1660. Oh, come on. 1370. All right, that's about good. We'll turn off crossfeed here. That says enable. Okay. This one. It's all disabled. We got chutes. We got protection. This might be a better stage. 2674 off the pad. We're at 49.96 tons. We're only missing 800 delta V. This has 3,000, leaves us with 2,200. We should be able to rescue all of them. Let's put a pilot on board and let's go. Let's give it a shot. See how well it does. Power generation, it's pilot controlled. I don't need much power. How much electric charge we got? We got 50. We should be fine. Go time? It's something time. We'll figure it out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, if we had a probe, I would be more worried about it. But like, we don't need an antenna or anything right now. I mean, we're always testing, TJ. You can always. I mean, TJ, every time we launch, if it works, it works. If it's not, it's a test. So you can do a prediction. Will it work this time? You can always do that. If it works, then it's not a test anymore, right? We can be happy and rejoice and enjoy our rocket. Tell that to Jeb. He's a crash test dummy. He's made for this. He doesn't care. What's he gonna do? Sue me? Brainiac said it best. So eloquent. I'm trying to get as much height as possible. We're gonna start turning here at 10K. Oh, geez. Or we're just going to tip over at 10K. All right. I guess we're going back to launch for now. If you get all 4 in one go, but I'm also kind of just hanging out today, so I'm okay. If I don't do predictions, I'm okay with that too. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thanks, Speedworks. It's never complete without a flip, right? Let's wait until 15,000 to do a turn. We have a lot of drag being created right here as our issue. So I gotta be mindful of how we turn and when we turn. You can note that by looking here. Oh wait, it's not showing anything. Never mind. You can't note it at all. Didn't show any arrow forces. That's weird. I'm okay with that though. The arrow forces is the DLC. Guys, do you know what's expensive? I looked online to buy one of those plastic, like the big plastic trash cans that you would put outside of a house or something. Those things are expensive. They're like $40, $50 for a can. And I was like, I thought they'd be like 30 or something. They're like 50 bucks. And I was like, well, I guess I'm not doing that, huh? Oh, we're fighting. Nope. Wow, this thing does not like me at all. Okay. Let's go back to VAB for a second. Hi, OMIM. How are you doing, buddy? I guess since we're here, we'll throw some more batteries on it. That way you guys can feel a little better about what we're doing. But I think I want these. How much weight do we have? Not much. Those are 0.01. These are almost 0.1. Wings. If I put 4 of these on here, we're right at 50 tons. No, I don't have any battery room. Okay, let's see. I can bring down this to 1360, and that frees us up enough weight to probably put some batteries on. How much does the batteries weigh? 0.005. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna put a bunch here. How you doing, 222? Welcome in. It's good to see you. All right, that's better than nothing. Okay. 49.97 tons. Let's go. Got a little more stuff on it. We're a little better. I'll wait till we're a little taller to go. 5, 4, 3, 2. These aren't going to help a lot, but they might help enough. That's all I'm worried about. This whole 50-ton thing sucks. Just want to put that out there for anybody wondering. What's this challenge about? So, in Kerbal Space Program, you can do whatever you want. You can just build any rocket and launch anything you want. We're trying to keep anything that leaves the pad or leaves KFC under 50 tons. This rocket you see right here is 50 tons. There are fuel tanks in this game that weigh 144 tons. So everything we have to make has to be incredibly efficient and small. And if you use the command for the 50-ton challenge, KSP 50T, it lists all the goals that we're going to do. I want to put a satellite and a rover on every celestial body. I want 2 space stations, one around Jewel, one around Kerbal. And I want to capture an asteroid, and I want to capture a comet. Now, we feasibly can't do that with a rocket this size, because this is what's going to be the second stage. So what we have to do is we have to tote pieces up into space and build ships in space. So it's really, what we're going to be doing is in the VAB, we're going to design a ship and then we're going to piece it. And all the little pieces we're going to launch out a little bit at a time and then go up into space and put it all together. And then we're going to take that bigger ship, we're going to refuel it over next to one of our moons, and then we're going to take off to where we need to go with it. And that's how it's going to work. That's how it has to work. So right now, we're in early career, so we're still unlocking things. And I'm just trying to do the preliminary stuff to get everything unlocked. That way we can start working on fine-tuning everything. Because all the most efficient stuff is towards the end of the tree. And right now, we're just dealing with a bunch of riffraff at the moment. At least you don't have to move 50 tons at a time of fuel up into orbit. I mean, we can if we wanted to. The challenge is whatever we want, OMIM. But I understand what you're saying. Yeah, 222. So what we're doing is we're kind of changing our schedule a little bit. So one thing I used to do was I used to stream 2 games per week. Well, 2 main games per week. I used to do Kerbal Space Program for 3 days, and I used to do Cities for 2 to 3 days. I used to take 2 days off. Well, now that we're OMIM, you can't launch from other worlds. So at the moment, what we're going to be doing is we're going to start doing Kerbal Space Program 3 days a week, and we're going to do RimWorld 3 days a week, and then we're going to have our Saturday day where we have you guys vote for a game, and we're going to have a community day. OMIM, there's no launch sites anywhere else. So that rule doesn't even apply normally. Brainiac, we don't have to EVA construction the whole ship. We can use tugs. We can put little space tugs out in space that can get refueled and have them push around the big stuff. Use docking ports. Get creative. It doesn't have to be only EVA construction. $100-ton craft that you land, fill with another 100-ton fuel, then send it up to orbit. Does that count? Read the challenge again, OMIM. Read the first line. You tell me what it means. Chief engineer, something like that, sure. The reason why I say from any pad, OMIM, is because there's a launch pad here in Kerbal Space Program. There's a launch pad here in Kerbal Space Program. And there's a launch pad out in the water. Yeah. So I didn't want people to say, well, what about the other pad? Yes. Any pad. What if you launched it from the desert? Yep, that counts too. Isn't this 1.12? It is. 1.12.1 even. OMIM. I mean, if we landed it over here next to the mountain and refueled it, sure, we can launch it. Why, what's up, Carlo? We're not going to make it into space, are we? Hi, Das Hibbit. I didn't know you were gifted a sub. But happy Monday. There are more pads now, yeah? Where are the more pads at, Carlo? Brainiac, it's 100% the plan. They're hidden. Oh no, I don't care. This isn't an exploration playthrough. This is a 50-ton challenge. If they don't show on the map, I don't care if they exist or not. That's how I see it. All right, we got 1,300 Delta V. That's not enough to get the other guy out there around the mun. I'm gonna have to eat stupid Vegemite. Damn devil dog, I don't like you, man. But I appreciate you being here. Oh, I know. I know, Chief Engineer. It's out in the water. I've seen it. I too watch EJ stream. All right. That would take all of our Delta V to go up there and get, wouldn't it? So if I set this as a target, and I were to burn from here and go out, let's see. Yeah, it'd be way too much Delta V. Well, that's the mun. I don't want the mun. Stop it. Also, hey, look, it's running in. It is running into the mun. Where is it going to go after the mun? Oh, no. 1 year and day 17. Wait. Huh? It's going to encounter the mun in 5 days and come back out in 6 days. Great. I think I'm just going to let that happen and see what happens to the Kerbal. Maybe he'll die. Oh, I got you, Das Hibbit. Maybe he'll die. That'll be exciting. All right, let's save these other Kerbals. Where are we at? Hilbin. If I go here... Oh, God, we're not catching you at all. Okay. Maybe you'll come back to Kerbin by itself. That's what I'm hoping. Fling him into an escape trajectory out to the sun. From the mun? I don't think so. That's not possible, is it? Damn devil dog. I need a couple more efficient rockets and things. I bet a smarter person. I could go out there and get him. A smarter person can do a better job than I am, but I'm not a smart person, so. Okay, so that guy's really far away. We're not gonna worry about him right now. Let's try this Kerbal. Let's see what he does. Okay, so no, not that one. Hilbin. Let's try Korkle. Okay, so Korkle looks like he's going to be the first one that we can run into quickly. It's going to take 2-3 days. All right, let's go.